Viacom coming back down a little bit. Dude, PLTR would have been giving me fucking a heart attack. It's literally at 22 on the dot. I
It's not even worth the fucking
No,
headache,
I
man.
closed it. I closed it.
Yeah, it's not even worth it. You're gonna be fucking. Your eyes are gonna be glued to that thing
Yeah.
come fucking 4 o'clock.
I mean, honestly, it's not bad. Like, if it closed at like 21.90, that's actually not bad because I get to keep all the premium and then I could just close the shares like break even.
Yeah.
You guys remember earlier this week when I called out Oracle, and I also called out another company called WMB?
I remember. I didn't take it.
Like, it is flying today, and it's gonna keep going.
Have I added the subs? No, not yet. I am planning on adding though. I'm gonna give it some time though. I think it can go lower. If it gets to $12, I'll add. Probably. What's my average right now? My average right now is 15, so it's pretty high. But I still have plenty of money left to add onto it. I could basically still double my position happily. I want to sell calls on it, but their fucking options suck.
What did Biden say about China and Russia?
He invited them to talk about climate. Like a climate change policy, I guess. That's basically right when the market bottomed, so I'm guessing that's why we bottomed. Hey, guys. Luis said, let me see. You added a little at 1250. You're waiting for 1225. Yeah. No, I like the ETF, man. They're basically holding all the big streaming names. They're even holding a lot of the other tech companies as well. It's not a bad ETF. A lot of those names are just getting slaughtered right now. I think they're holding Discovery and Viacom, which are getting massacred right now due to stock offerings and downgrades. So that's probably the number one thing leading them down. Their biggest holding is actually Spotify. Spotify is also down. So far, every bullish imbalance is holding. The cleanest one by far is Dow Jones. Perfect balance profile. You can see the value is climbing. Russell, same thing. Perfect balance, value climbing. A little weaker though. Price action's weaker. Dow Jones is above POC, above VWAP. Russell is not. NASDAQ, you're gaining value, but very, very slightly. And then ES, you're gaining a lot of value, and you have a nice little support coming in above VWAP and POC. So Dow Jones probably looks the best, and then SPY, and then honestly, Q's looks better than Russell. Russell looks really bad. Russell probably wants to go lower. Yeah, Subs is pretty new. It's probably not available on all the brokers. I think they're less than a month old.
Have you always had those enable stop loss lines on the auto squeeze bars?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just by the percentage, right?
That's you set a percentage. So like if you were to take the buy candle and you wanted like a 5% stop, it will give you a 5% line. Like it will go 5% below the buy candle.
Gotcha.
Bullish imbalance is like it's kind of complicated. Let me think about this for a second, trying to make it the easiest way for you guys to explain or understand. So like this is the value that we were trading in yesterday. We had like this volume profile here. And now we're pushing out of this value bullishly, and we're finding more value towards the upper side. So if we were to take the volume profile of like the last 2 days instead of the last 1 day, it would have a bullish imbalance. So now if I take the past 2 days, you can see there is a bullish imbalance. And value is climbing. So like if we looked at yesterday's session, and then we looked at the session before that, we would say this is a bearish imbalance. Because value is shifting bearishly. And then if you take the 2 sessions all together, so this one's actually not that bearish. Let me actually adapt this. Yeah, so that one's actually pretty balanced. So that one's not as bearish. You have a ton of volume up here. Which, funny enough, so like, you would think this would be bearish if you're looking at just the 2 sessions by themselves. But then if you put them together, you can see we're actually not that bearish. You have a lot of value towards the high side. And you have a lot of volume as well. POC remained on the high. And then look at what happened. If I delete this, we bottomed and then we bounced back up. So another trick you can do, if we were looking at these 2 days combined, we can see there's a lot of value here, right? We can take the value area, like right here and right here. And this would be our value area of like the previous 2 sessions. So when you start to leave this and then find more value, that would be bullish. And then if we came back down and then you lost that, lost the high, and you came back down into the value area, there's a very high chance that you would go back down to the previous, or the other side. So like if you came back to the inside of the top, very likely you would go back down to the bottom. So this still looks really good to me. Lots of value on the high side. It gives you that P shape. Tweezer bottom off support, bouncing off POC, bouncing off VWAP. As long as we hold like 3910, 3900, this looks really good. How's Viacom doing? We're already up 44% on those. Very nice, very nice. Thoughts on Funko? Let me take a look. Looks like trash, to be honest. Lots of choppy price action, losing a pivot, creating a new pivot. You're actually holding that pivot. If you hold that 1875 pivot, it doesn't look too bad. But that's really nasty price action. Basically looks like it tried to go higher, then it got hammered. Sorry, CB, I think you asked me about NUE earlier. What'd you say? Did I answer your question earlier? I did answer. Okay, good. Oh yeah, I do remember that, the pivot. Yeah. So you're bouncing off VWAP and you're breaking the pivots. It looks good. Bouncing off 5-minute pivots, bouncing off VWAP. It's got like a little miniature bulldog, maybe like a 1-minute bulldog. Yeah, 1-minute bulldog. Looks clean. The bonds are actually going up a decent amount today. Dollar is down. Do I have a picture of my trade station? No, but I can do this. Give me a second.
A bunch of balled up Kleenex.
Yeah,
Are those happy tissues or sad tissues?
that'd be sad tissues. Which movie was that? That was not Couples Retreat.
Forgetting Sarah
There you
Marshall.
go, Sarah Marshall. Yeah. Let me just minimize my broker and then I'll show you.
This fucking piece of shit car just like lost a part, dude, and everyone just fucking got smacked by it on the highway.
Oh god. This is how I have my my monitors laid out. There's a vertical monitor over here for Discord. I have my trading monitor. This is where I have my broker. A couple of scanners. And then I have an ultra wide monitor with all my scanners mounted above my.
Trying to post that for someone in YouTube.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it on stream.
Oh, because you posted it in.
I had to post it in there so I could click on it.
Oh, okay. I was like, huh?
Yeah, these are all my scanners with my ultra wide. I use trade ideas for scanners.
Sees?
What's up?
Yeah, the market looks really good.
We ripping, Deja?
Yeah, looks solid. Perfect 1 minute
I hope
bulldog.
Triple T don't say anything, man.
Literally perfect 1 minute bulldog. And now we're ripping.
Really hope Triple T don't say anything.
As long as he says like I've lost a lot or recently,
Yeah.
something negative.
He says he sold all his positions today.
Yeah, but the thing is he doesn't trade.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Oh, wow.
They said they restarted the tugging attempts to free the ship in the canal.
We get a Top Tick Tommy T-shirt.
No, that would break the the pattern.
Like, people we depend on have like Powell and Top Tick Tommy, C's.
Sees.
What?
Nothing. See, just keep doing you. You know.
The shit about me?
Tomas.
C's t-shirt.
That look horrible.
Top tick Sees.
Has anybody ever watched that Inside North Korea show on National Geographic Channel?
No.
Yeah, they actually let this journalist guy in there, and he shows the day-to-day life. It is so fucking bizarre.
There's a couple guys on YouTube that make videos. There's a North Korean guy that like walks around with a hidden camera.
I think I've seen the one you're talking about, where they literally tell him you can't go here, you can't go there, and he has those government people that follow him everywhere.
Yeah. It is just so bizarre because, like, the hidden camera thing would be one thing. Like, I get that, but like this, like, it's just so bizarre because everything obviously is just so scripted, and everybody's just so happy. It's so fucking weird.
Yeah, there was one where they showed like a computer room, but they were doing nothing on the computer. Everybody was just staring at the screen.
Yeah, they were just staring at like the same screen.
I would not.
Nobody was actually doing anything.
I would not test my luck with a hidden camera in North Korea.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like with the one that you're talking about, like it's all scripted. You know, even the hotel, like only one floor out of the hotel is like actually like built, and that's just for people that go there. But like that one dude, he fucking records like day-to-day life.
Probably just pure misery. But they got to pretend they're happy though, or else they'll get like fucking bullwhipped or something.
Yeah, they'll get fucking executed.
They're all brainwashed from the day they're born, and it's if the brainwashing becomes so strong after a couple of generations, you don't even realize you're brainwashed. That's just your norm. This guy is
But
like
the thing
Sounds
is,
very
see, there's a lot
familiar.
of them too aren't. a lot of them too are not brainwashed. They have to act like that, because if they
Oh yeah,
don't,
yeah, yeah.
then they're gonna get the Ream team's gonna come pay them a
The
visit.
Ream team.
There's a lot of them who are just that do question stuff, but they're just taught to keep to themselves. No, I get that. I'm just saying that there are some who are just brought up that way from the day they're born, that
They're
this is
gonna get
how it
fucking
is.
nightmares, dude. They ain't gonna be able to sleep at night.
I like how the one time they said that the fucking deer leader on an 18-hole golf course shot like a fucking 27 with like 12 holes in ones.
Yeah. Oh God. Did you remember that guy that escaped over the border? That was a guard and like ran over, and then he was in the hospital because apparently the dude had all this worms and all these parasites in his body from because he was eating stuff that was filled with crap, like human waste.
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. He ran across the fucking border into South Korea. They shot his ass a few times, but he got across, and he's in South.
And in DM doesn't look that bad. You have a nice little trend from the high coming in, little support on VWAP. It's definitely bearish, but if you waited a few days to see if this wants to bounce off VWAP and kind of break through this trend, this would look a lot better. You are entering a pretty nasty downtrend here, so you would definitely have to get above like $11 for it to really look bullish. You had the last VWAP was back here at like 1180.12. So once you reclaim that VWAP, the monthly VWAP, it looks a lot better. But it could look a lot worse. If it doesn't get above this trend here and you lose this support on VWAP, it's most likely going to go down to probably like $6 or somewhere around 6 to 7, kind of back where this value was. And then what else, Tilray? Tilray doesn't look too great. Same thing though, you are holding support. You have any pivots right here? Oh, you're sitting right on a daily pivot. That's what it looked like. You have a couple pivots here. So as long as you hold on to like $20, I think it's somewhat safe. You lose $20 though, it's probably gonna get nuked. Hold 20. Could go back to like 25, 26. Overall target would be around 36 VWAP.
I don't know. What do you think, Deja, on the live stream? Is North Korea listening in right now?
He's muted.
No, just our North Korean discussions. I just wonder if maybe North Korea is listening to you for market advice on live
I
stream.
hope not.
Holy shit, Deja! These Viacom
Are they up a
folks
lot?
paying-
What are we up? We're up 55%. I'm tempted to just take the fucking money and run, dude. I'm
right?
tempted to just take it and run, man. Fucking, what, 30 minutes? We've made almost 60%. If it gives me 60 to 70% by the bell, I'm taking it.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
This market is not the market you want to fuck with.
I'm holding those things to the fucking end of the year. And grab fucking
I'm not
400% out of
I'm
them.
not even gonna let myself think about it. I'm gonna put in a take profit at 65%.
It's gonna hit 64.
Yeah, I know it's gonna fucking ream me.
It happens every time you do that, dude.
64.8.
Here, I'll buy them back. I'll buy them back at 55 a contract, so we made 100 a contract in fucking 30 minutes.
No joke, like trades like that have been my most successful trades ever.
You're just buying big name companies that are getting wrecked. Dude, if we would have bought
Yeah,
if we would have
they
bought
just hit-
Enphase that day that we called it out, dude, that would have been a huge trade.
Yeah, but that's not like a big company, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'm looking for blue chip fucking 100-year-old companies that are fucking not going anywhere.
I mean,
It's just a bunch of neckbeards
yeah.
hitting sell button.
They're more of a newer company.
Like, dude, Viacom is not going anywhere.
Anytime soon.
How much shit
yeah.
do they own? Yeah, how much shit do they fucking own?
Yeah, they own a lot.
Yeah,
They're one of the biggest. There's only like, I think it's like less than 6 companies that own all of our media combined, and they're one of them.
I just drove past a fucking billboard that said Viacom on
There
it.
you go. Buy more.
They even got the fucking billboards, man.
And who buys billboards nowadays? You know what I mean?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah,
Fuck,
what-
right
what-
now,
what-
that's
yeah.
right.
Dude, did Ferrari make an SUV? Holy fuck. I think that's a Ferrari. Oh, it's a fucking electric vehicle. Dude, that thing looks dirty. I get a fucking picture. I think it's a Ferrari. I don't fucking know.
Where the fuck you at, on the expressway?
Yeah, it looks like a fucking Ferrari logo. Let me see if I get a.
FTX just got the naming rights to a fucking the American Air Arena in Miami-Dade for 135 million. FTX, the crypto fucking exchange, dude.
Crazy. Anyone know what this thing is?
What is it?
What are you inbound? Where are you at now? Inbound on 290?
Yeah.
Is that a BMW? Oh no, that's a. Is that just like a? What's that horse? That's like a Mustang.
That's a Mustang.
That's the Mustang.
Yes,
that's
that's the new Mustang one.
Electric SUV.
Wait. They made a Mustang SUV?
Yeah.
Probably. The
Actually, looks
Ferrari
sick.
logo is a horse, like vertical.
And this car actually looks fucking sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Asia,
I just
think
got
I'm
filled.
I was just saying, I'm thinking about the closes.
I'm out, dude.
They're at-
I'm out. We just made 100 a contract in fucking 30 minutes. Done.
Yeah, I sold 30, so I think I'm gonna close.
There you go, boys. GG.
Done. Closed it.
Dude, that thing just bounced off a fucking major trend line, a weekly pivot, and the 200-day moving average.
Yep.
And it's a fucking 300-year-old fucking company. The only place that thing's going is up. Dude, I think my next car is gonna be I want to get like a monster truck just so I could fucking run over people on the highway.
What a fucking easy trade, C's. What a fucking easy trade. I'm so glad I'm so glad I looked at the premium on those things. You could hold that thing to fucking Thursday and probably get 100%. It's not worth it. The thing went down 55% in fucking 3 days. But it is bouncing off a weekly pivot. Literally almost to the tick.
$1 a contract just like that.
Dude, and we got reamed on our premium too. It went to 250. we could have got 250 out of that thing and then made 200 a contract in 30 minutes. But I'm not mad about it.
It's the easiest $3,000 I ever made in my life.
Yep. I think it made me green on the day.
Yeah, it pushed me way in the green for the day.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Yep. We call that easy fucking money. So for you guys on stream, you guys missed it. I took this trade in Discord. Viacom was getting nuked, and the premium for the puts was going up very, very quickly because it was going down so fast. So you can sell you can sell puts to be bullish, and you can collect that premium. So I sold puts naked on Viacom for next Thursday because Friday's a holiday. So next Thursday, 6 days out, for $1.55 a contract, I was selling the 35 puts. So as long as it stays above 35 by Thursday, you get to collect that entire premium. But because they're moving so quickly, just this little tiny bounce that I just put in, it gave us 65% profit on those contracts. So we went ahead and just took that profit off the table. Now, what I did was extremely risky. Selling naked on a company that's down 55% in 3 days is typically not what you want to do. But you're collecting the IV. Like you're understanding that the IV is extremely high, the premium is very high. It should not be that high. So you're selling the premium. You're not really bullish on the company. You're just selling the fact that the premium is way higher than it should be. Like, what is the IV on these contracts? The IV is a fucking 186%. This is a blue chip company, like Jamie was saying. This company's been around for fucking ever. This company's been around since 2005.
Well, the company who bought it, CBS, has been around for a lot.
Yeah, even
more.
longer. Yeah. That's just this arm. So a company like that having 186% implied volatility, that's a no-brainer. You sell that any day. What do I think about Sonasoft? I haven't been looking at too many pennies. The biggest penny that I was watching was Illinois Reds play the EENF, which I am not filled on yet. I have bids set to buy this if it comes down. Sonasoft, let's see, still looks not that bad, honestly.
You know what this is? Holy hell. Viacom merged with CBS. CBS was merged and bought out by Westinghouse. Westinghouse has been around since 1886.
There you go. Sonasoft actually looks really good. You have a massive bull div coming in on the daily. A lot of accumulation happening here. If you start to break out of this accumulation, probably around 20 cents, this thing could easily go back to 28.30.
So remnants of this company have been around for over 100 years.
Chin, I have a ton of options videos. They're just private in our Discord. I'll probably put them on YouTube like way down the line in the future, but right now all my options videos are private. They're part of our mentorship section in our Discord.
I just closed the last 10 I had on that for 50 cents.
Nice, dude. What did I get filled at? I got filled at 55.
Did anyone else pick up those leaps with me?
Which ones did you grab?
$60 calls for 121.22.
Those things are up a lot. I think. Let me see.
I got in at I think 4:45.
You got him at 4?
Yeah, I think so. Oh no, sorry, 6:45.
I was about to say, if you got it at 4, you're up almost 100%.
6:45.
Yeah, you're on the bid right now, so if somebody trades the ask, you're up 120. I guess I could have held those PLTR. It would have been a fucking nightmare. But we'll see.
Yeah, you could have.
Dude, it would have been a nightmare. And it went down to fucking 2180.
I held my SOS puts. I'm gonna get it signed.
Godspeed.
Jesus, Sonasoft's market cap is only 52 million.
It's tiny, yeah.
Why isn't that much? Why isn't it much bigger?
I have no
with
idea.
all
They have a
those
partnership with
partnerships they have,
fucking.
Why is it so small?
Yeah, they have a partnership with like Google and They were gonna get an uplisting on NASDAQ or something. TME, let's see. Company have a lot of activities. What are you talking about, TME? They have a lot of calls today. They are getting fucking massacred. 200,000 calls. They've got a lot of puts though too, about 100,000 puts. Getting massacred. Bad earnings, I guess. No, I'm still holding PLTR. I'm selling puts and I have I've got leaps. I'm just collecting premium every single week while my leaps are waiting to pay off. I had 22 puts that I was selling for today. But due to the massive sell-off yesterday, I closed them break even. I didn't want to have that risk. I did not want to be assigned at 22. I don't want to buy a bunch of shares with 22. I was hoping to sell them at 22, and then if it bounced to like 24, I could just close them for a nice little scalp. That didn't work out though. So we closed them break even as if the trade never happened. Any of you guys take that trade with me and C's, the Viacom trade? I know it's a little risky, but to be honest, that trade, guys, selling naked, you typically have to put up a lot of buying power. One of the biggest things that made me take that trade was it was only asking you for $350 per contract in buying power, and it was giving you 150 premium. Is a no-brainer. Thoughts on Facebook? Still holding. I think this is just putting in the head of like a giraffe. I know you're not in voice, but I'll go over it for stream. It looks like a giraffe, little double bottom popping up, putting in the head. It's pretty sloppy, but like I told you guys in Discord, it could pull back really hard down to 276, 277 and still be bullish. And that's exactly what it's doing. It pulled back to 276, 277, but we're still bullish. So as long as it holds these levels, it still looks good. Let me see. I said I'm buying PLTR soon, waiting to see what it does. No, I hear you. It's not really doing a whole bunch, just kind of consolidating. I think the $20 level is a big support, so as long as you hold that, it's a safe buy for now. If it breaks 20, then it could go down to 15. When I trade leaps, I typically look for at least like 6 months out or a year out. Basically, the contracts that have almost no theta, it's basically like you're trading shares.
Sticky? Sticky in here? No.
What do I think of AMAT? Broke out of its flag. It's up nicely. Let me take a look.
Does anybody know anything about this crypto.com?
No idea. I know they're getting fucking paid having that URL.
Yeah, I got their thing. I finally KYC'd with them. And they offer this Crypto.com coin. I think it's called CRO. I have no idea what it is, or like, is it worth?
It's what
They
you get paid
offer,
out. All their credit cards pay out in CRO.
so it's like its own cryptocurrency.
I think so. It's like when you get cash back on their cards, they give you CRO.
Yeah, that's what it says, and it's telling me that I can buy crypto fee free because I just signed up for their credit card.
Yeah, AMAT looks really good. Who asked about this? Jared? Yeah, this looks really good, dude. Nice little daily bull flag breaking out. Momentum's climbing. He broke out of a pivot as well. This looks really solid.
I was just curious if it's
You're hitting a fake out level right
uh,
now at like 128. If you break that 128 and a quarter, you'll probably go to 140. Looks pretty solid.
CRO, a stable coin.
I'm not sure.
I'd hate to put my money in and get paid in CRO, and then I lose value quickly or something like that.
When will there be a reversal? It looks like the reversal's happening now. All the levels that we wanted to see hold are holding. So as long as we see follow through on Monday, this looks pretty good. The last line of support on ES held on VWAP. NASDAQ putting in the right shoulder. Russell held VWAP to the tick. Dow Jones held its level almost to the tick. Looks good. You're stuck in PLTR at 40. That's pretty rough. You'll probably get 40, but it's gonna be a while. You're gonna be a bag holder for quite some time. I think PLTR could easily get to like 28 to 30 within a few months, but 40 is gonna be a little difficult. Somebody in Twitch chat said CRO is not a stable coin. You think it's a good time to pump Verizon? Yeah, fuck Verizon, dude. It's actually not looking that bad though. We were looking at it in Discord not too long ago. It reclaimed VWAP. Reclaimed 2 VWAPs. I need silver to bounce here. I'm going to get assigned to 23 within the next few weeks. What time is it? Yeah, looking like we could have held PLTR. We paper hands that thing. I do not beat myself up for that one, though. I think it was the right call closing that. Because if I would have got assigned, it would be at like 21.20. And then we would lose hundreds of dollars per share. Per contract. If we got assigned. Yeah, Jay, literally we took that trade. It went for the breakout, failed the breakout, and went straight down every day. How do our imbalances look? Let's see. Look really good. This is what I was talking about. That's what I said earlier. That sell-off did not look that bad. The imbalances are still holding. This looks really, really good. Which is kind of worrying because everything that looks good in this market fucking pulls back. This is a complete shift in value. So if we see a higher value on Monday, this looks really good. Yeah, I hear you. We almost never see a support on Monday. Scary is the scary part. Yeah, Mondays and Tuesdays have not been very, very bullish lately. CRO has a high supply, 25 billion so far. Which means it's not going to go up very much.
It's I'm reading online. It says it's meant to be an intermediary currency between cryptocurrencies and fiat. So you put money in the CRO and you use that money, get cash back to use the card, this and that. They take care of all the crypto side of it. It just looked interesting. Sticky was telling me about it the other day. How you get all this cash back with like Netflix and Hulu if you use it for stuff like that. My main concern was, throwing a couple grand in there and then something happened and the next day it's worth, half.
It's crazy, man. Out of all the minor plays I took, Riot was the best one. Like I'm still basically break
And I
even on
think
Riot,
Riot's the
whereas
most
on
traded
Can
one,
and
isn't it?
SOS I'm getting fucking murdered.
I think Riot's the most traded.
Yeah, dude, I'm only down $18 on Riot, even though it's tanked like from wherever I bought it at $55 to 47 because that premium was like $12, you know.
Ten more minutes in this fucking brutal week. What a fucking week it's been. This brutal week will
Oh,
be
wow.
over.
NQ just put in a new high day, huh?
Looking good, man. Bullish imbalance is strong.
Oh, yes, already did. Wow.
What a fucking
Yeah.
week, man.
Yes, is back around Monday's levels.
You're swinging miners now for the next week. Mara 40 calls, thoughts. Let me take a look. I don't trade any of the miners. We got a couple guys in Discord that like doing it. Like Chip was just saying. But I don't trade these.
I wouldn't call it like. I would.
Yeah, it's not a like relationship right now.
Mara actually doesn't look too bad. Big distribution coming in, but you're bouncing off VWAP. You really just gotta watch Bitcoin with these things, and Bitcoin doesn't look terrible right now. The problem with Bitcoin is this could be a retest of the trend. So this could be a bearish retest. Now, trend lines are, for the most part, memes on Bitcoin. They don't really play out too well. But this trend line was super clean. So I would be very careful here. If it shows any sign of failure, this could be going for VWAP around 46 to 47,000. But if you reclaim the trend, then you could easily get back to like 60,000. Right now, you're in a danger zone, which is scary for holding the miners because you can't trade stocks over the weekend. But Bitcoin is most likely going to make a decision this weekend. So you're going to know by Monday if you're going to get fucked on those or not.
Yeah. Not sounding super positive.
Yeah,
there,
just
Deja.
saying. So I think it definitely makes a move this weekend. And you could be very happy by Monday, but you could also.
I actually just closed out those SOS puts because I was like, I don't want to get assigned and then have Bitcoin tank over the weekend and lose even more money.
It's just it's in one of those situations where today's Friday. It's at like a climatic point. It's going to make a decision by the CME, close. Definitely not a smart move to buy them on. If you're not already in, definitely not a smart move to buy them on Friday. It's just too much risk. It's not worth it. Bitcoin moves too violently on weekends. We're slowly making all our money back that we lost this week. That Viacom trade really helped us. Let me see how much we're down now. We're down 3%. So I'm still down 3% this week. It's going to be my first red week, I think, well, not actually not in a while. My first consecutive red week in a while. We've been getting hit pretty hard. Yeah, forcing plays in this market, just donate the money. Yeah, you're basically just throwing your money in a fire. That's what I was telling the guys in the Discord today. Is this is the type of market just to sit back and fucking relax. Discord's
Oracle
been
just hit 70.
Discord's
Oracle
been
just hit 70.
Sorry, what were you saying? Go ahead.
I was saying Oracle just hit 70.
Discord's been a little boring for the guys in voice chat recently because we're all just chilling. Most of us are just fucking hanging out, trying not to trade too much. Oracle's going for that gap fill, 72.
Yeah, that's what I'm targeting.
This close
You
looks
just-
really good today.
Look at the look at how much is done the last 2 days on Oracle.
Yeah, we're getting single prints into the close, which is really bullish. It's creating a tail.
Those neo calls are up 15% now.
So for you guys that understand markets, understand market profile, volume profile, this is textbook bullish imbalance. You have value pushing up, creating higher value. You have volume being generated on that higher value. And then you have a push away from that new value that was created. This is literally textbook. If you guys read markets and profile that I told you guys about, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And now it's creating a tail. So this is a tail. This is what's called single prints. This is when price is literally just annihilating these ask. So all these people are putting up ask and they're trying to sell, and price is literally destroying them. It's not even trading in this range. Like it's not trading back and forth. It's just smashing these levels. That's why there's a single print. Because it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a single print. It is not coming back to trade in those levels. It's just tearing through them. This is extremely bullish. See the difference if I go down to a 5-minute? These are levels that are being traded at. These nodes are being traded at. These are single prints. They're creating a tail. This is what price does when it's creating a tail. It just pushes right through.
Let's go.
Wow.
See,
look at
now you're
Oracle.
actually being traded. What? You have 3 minutes until close. You're actually being traded up here now. So people are holding this.
Yeah, it sees. I'm gonna
Holy
close these. I'm up 75% today on these.
Holy shit. I didn't just realize ES. What the
Let's go.
God? I mean, NQ is ripping. ES is like straight up mooning. What the?
So we could have held PLTR. We could have made 100% profit on those. We'll let that slide. See, now it's being traded.
Wow.
Single prints, trades. Look at the volume. It's being traded.
Connor, you had next week's, right?
Yeah, I just got rid of them. It went from I was
Yeah.
up 75%, and I looked back after telling you I was going to close them and just closed for 82%
Yeah.
on the 70s. Fucking great trade, day
You're
trade.
you're probably better off closing. I have April 9th, so I still
Yeah, you got a
got.
little more time, a little less
Yeah.
So for you
data.
guys that are scalping, very good example on stream. If you guys were scalping this is creating a tail, and then it had a little point that it was being traded. It was trying to be held down. Now it's creating another tail. So if you were scalping this would basically be your stop loss below that node. So you're still holding until that node is lost because you're creating a new tail.
Dude, Neo's fuck.
Sorry guys,
Caesar.
my sister stopped by with her nephews. They wanted to see my workstation.
Show him your rig.
I showed him. He said, "You got a lot of pewters?" I said, "I've got a lot
How
of
old is
pewters."
He's a little guy.
Yeah, I think he's like, I think he's 3, maybe 2. I think he's 3, yeah.
So are we all feeling good for next week now?
No. But I hope.
I feel really good about
I
next
feel
week
really
as long as we don't have a the Suez Canal gets completely shut down until a month later, you know what I mean? I actually ended up green today thanks to that Viacom trade. I'm sorry guys, going back to what I was saying before the close on stream. You can see how you were creating a tail, started to create a little support, and then created a new tail. So like if you guys took a scalp on like SPY or something, and you were holding this, and it was just ripping up, you would basically just be like, okay, I'm going to hold on to it, I'm going to hold on to it. And then if it starts to lose like that little support that it put in around like 39.55, then you would get out of it.
Gentlemen, have a great weekend.
Yeah, have a good one, man.
You too, Connor.
Thanks, C's. Appreciate you, guy.
No problem.
So let me
So you guys take it easy.
update this in Discord because this is literally fucking perfect to what I was saying this morning. I posted all those charts this morning an analysis talking about the bullish imbalances. This is the exact kind of day that you see when you have bullish imbalances. Let me post this. And I'll show you guys on stream the before and afters so you can see kind of what the profile looks like before it pushes. Let me update these charts first and then we'll take a look at them. If you guys remember, this is exactly what I was doing back in September when the market got really choppy. I switched back into the volume profile stuff. We switched back into selling premium. It's just what works best when the market is choppy. Okay, so let's look at the before and afters of these. And then I'll let you guys go. Okay, so this is that one. Oops. This should be right. Here we go. Which one is this? ES? Did I take the wrong picture?
Nice balls. Very nice.
Thank you.
I took the wrong one. Sorry, guys. I don't know what the fuck I'm
day.
doing.
That's pretty massive for one
I
day.
hope this fucking carries on into next week, man.
We made 40%. Nice, dude. Love to see it. There we go. So here's the before and after of ES. So you can see how we had that start of the day kind of put in like a bull flag where you had the value just climb, then you had a little bit of distribution, and then you can see the after. You had a little bit of distribution, came back down, but it didn't really lose anything. You were still holding your value, and then you popped back up. Same thing here, came back down, didn't really lose anything, still holding, and then boom, it created the tail. So very, very standard. Here is NASDAQ. So NASDAQ was a little different. So NASDAQ was kind of almost exactly balanced. You had that kind of sideways value. But if you look at the value, which is the pink area, you can see how the pink area is higher. So you're slightly gaining value. And then you tried to make a run for it, but you didn't really create a tail. You didn't really have that breakout. And then you pulled back to retest the value. And then you didn't really lose anything. Same thing here. You're still inside your value. You didn't really lose it. But this I didn't actually see this until now. Q's actually fulfilled an 80% trade. So there's a theory with trading volume profile, market profile, that if you leave a value area and then you return back inside that value area, you have an 80% chance to see the other side of that value area. So here is your 80% trade, and it fulfilled that trade. And then you held the value area, you held it again, so you didn't really lose anything, and then boom, you created the tail, you broke out. So perfect day on NASDAQ. Let's take a look at Russell. So this would be Russell. And Russell doesn't really look like it did too much. So Russell is a little different because you had a massive shift in value. You had a lot of value down here, and then you retraced. And you kind of had a little distribution there, a lot of balance. And then we didn't really have a bullish breakout here. It was just continuation of balance. So you came back to retest. You didn't lose anything. You held on to value, and then you bounced. And then finally, here is the Dow Jones. So Dow Jones, kind of the same thing. Very strong bounce off the lows. A lot of balance, kind of sideways. This would be a bullish imbalance, though, because you're creating a higher value. And then you created that tail. So you tried to fail, held support, tried to fail, held support, and then boom, created the tail. So really good. That's exactly what you want to see for like a bullish day. But all right, guys, it's Friday. I'm going to let you guys enjoy your weekend. You guys have a good one. I will be posting the summary of markets on Sunday around 4 p.m. Eastern. That will be our weekly watch list going over the markets and whatnot. And then I'll be back in Discord around 9:30 in the morning for our morning session, and then 3 p.m. Eastern for stream. You guys have a good weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace out.